Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video on the main channel, and today we're back with some more reactions, and today we're back with Philomena Cunk being Philomena Cunk. You guys seem to really enjoy the American Cunk on America video I did a couple of weeks ago, so we're back. 8 minutes and 2 seconds of Philomena Cunk being Philomena Cunk. Let's get into this.
Literally on right now. And unless you're watching this on a long-haul flight or while falling off a building, chances are you are too. To find out more about philosophy, I've got an expert here with me.
Here we go.
Or have I? Or am I here? Maybe I'm imagining them, or they're imagining me.
Maybe.
Or am I? Galileo Galilei?
Yes.
That's like me being called Philomena Philomene. Do you just learn the famous bits, like to be or not to be? Or do you learn all the bits in between as well?
I have to learn all the bits in between.
Are you fucking joking? How many three wise men were there?
Who knows?
Ah.
Here come the hot stepper. I'm the lyrical gangster.
The Egyptians believed the most significant thing you could do in your life was die. Ouch! No, I saw a thing on YouTube. After 700 numbers repeat, they just give them different names so you think they're still going up. Do you want me to send it to you? He's twice as big as the others, so it looks like he's enjoying an intimate dinner with some schoolboys. Not a good look. Looking at the pyramids today, it's impossible not to be struck by the thought that they're basically big triangles with a sort of square arse. There's probably a word for that shape, but literally no one knows what it might be. It's one of the many timeless mysteries of the pyramids. If I think, therefore I am, what about other people? Do they think, therefore they am? How can I tell if they're thinking, therefore they am? Or am I just thinking, they think, therefore they am, but actually they're not real, and I'm only thinking they am? Are you thinking, therefore you am right now? So it was much bigger than rap metal then?
Yes, much bigger.
What about acid jazz? Her neck's very long. Was she part giraffe, or could he just not do necks?
No,
But it also preserved glimpses of how sophisticated Roman life was, with creature comforts like indoor plumbing and cunnilingus. It would be hard to come up with a brand name for human flesh, wouldn't it? In his later years, Beethoven was profoundly dead. It's quite moving in humour.
Deaf.
Because we've all worried we might die in a car park if we, like, lose the ticket and can't get the barrier up and just die in there. Shakespeare makes you think about those things.
No.
And that's hard. Having a sandwich, that's an idea. Painting your bicycle blue, that's an idea. Going... Pompeii was so advanced it had its own volcano, which is Latin for angry hill.
So from one moment to another, physical systems everywhere.
For just a second before the guy showed up on the screen, I thought it was James May by the voice. I've done too many Top Gear reactions, man. It's in my head.
In the universe changes its state, and that change takes place in what we call time, and that's the only.
What was the winter solstice?
it's the winter solstice.
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 You got it.
Yeah.
Soft tits.
Bleaching the arsehole. Someone starts loading pigs into a catapult. A space invader floats across the room, shitting a harpsichord made of glass horses onto the floor.
Does this got Angry Birds?
Yeah. But my hair looks fucking shit. Obviously he went deaf when he died,
That would be a blooper.
Was he deaf when he was still alive?
Yes, he was, profoundly. Yeah, he was profoundly.
But not dead. He wasn't dead.
He wasn't dead.
When he was alive.
No.
That's
Many vans still whistle at women in the street, though thanks to feminism, the man in the van might be a woman, and the woman they're whistling at might be a prime minister.
It's for William, the son of John Shakespeare.
This is a bit like, who do you think you are, isn't it?
It is in a way, yeah. These, you know, if you're tracing your family history, these are the records that will give you the information you need.
He'd sort of call it, who doth thou thinkest thou art? They were called things like Runib, Ruspica, Ruspiba, and Nusperkucker. Yet despite all this attention to detail, a quick inspection of his back half reveals he doesn't have an anus. It's a baffling omission. Galileo's full name was Galileo Figaro Magnifico, wasn't it? The government's advice
Okay.
was getting more confusing by the day, which was clever in itself because confused people tend to stand still going instead of moving around spreading germs, and if they cough, their hands are already over their mouths.
She's cracked it. She's cracked
What's
it.
that thing on the wall? It looks like a big stain. It looks like damp. My mate Paul wrote a story about a man who got a new potato stuck up himself following an ill-advised sex game. And he wrote that in the form of a limerick. I'm entering a cave.
Okay.
Not by mistake or because I'm a wolf. Renaissance. Was that a sort of 16th century ketchup? Right now, a coronavirus vaccine is on trial.
Okay.
But we'll have to wait to discover if it's guilty or not. Why do Christians call that special book the Bible?
The Bible?
Is that how it's pronounced? I've literally never heard anyone say it before. Always does with the red nose.
Never.
And he put it sort of on his intimate skin. And it sort of tore it and it went septic.
Right.
Actually, I think that
What makes you think the moon isn't real, though, Philomena?
it isn't. I don't know if you've done your own research, but my mate Paul sent me a video that exposes the whole thing. Can you prove the moon exists? Yeah, you can't, can you? That's why this is the only place in the world where I can be in the past and the future, with the present running right up through my middle bits. That must be terrible. Can you imagine what it would feel like to be sucked off through a hole?
Yeah.
Hello, science man, who are you? Why do they say it's a mystery how the pyramids were built when it's obviously just big bricks in a triangle? To discover whether
How
the
did they
true
get there?
meaning of Christmas has any meaning today, or whether that meaning snapped off somewhere along the way, leaving it meaningless, whatever that means.
And cook it in milk to make a really good sauce.
It just looks like sort of... Cheers. You know
Just like jizz. Just looks
when
like
you
jizz.
read a word in a book and you sort of hear that word in your head, how do they get the sounds into the ink to make it play in your head? And an iconic scene in
Right.
which Macbeth is startled at dinner by the unexpected appearance of Banquo's ghost, played here for some reason by the letter H.
Which of you have done this?
Oh my God.
I'll probe Shakespeare's life, study his complete works, and speak. People were prudish back then, weren't they? If they saw his penis, they'd probably have a stroke, wouldn't they?
They saw his penis, they'd probably have a stroke.
Probably. I don't think that would have made it onto the meat. Oh, God.
That's not a joke. Here in this garden in Kent,
I mean,
Darwin saw an
fact she said
apple
with a
fall
straight
from a
face
tree
is impressive.
and wondered if there was a monkey up there.
On news stories,
Yeah.
is a blown-up picture.
Someone would pay a fortune for, like, John Bishop's kidneys. When you think about it, thinking about thinking is the hardest sort of thinking there is, which makes you think. A whole galaxy's going to hit us.
Yeah. I'm about to say.
Next time on Moments of Wonder, I'll be asking, if air is really there, how come we can't grab it?
How can air be real if I can't touch it? You can feel it though. Like I'm doing this and I can feel the air. See? Disproven. Right. Cunk's weird. It's like now I've watched more of it, I understand it more than I did like the first time I was watching Philomena Cunk. I get it. It's not it. She makes the same stupid jokes I would make, but she said it in a straight face, and like it just if you watch this and you're not from Britain, you would be confused because it's that type. It's British humour, isn't it? It just can't. If they did it in America or anything, just wouldn't get it. So yeah, that was Philomena Cunk being Philomena Cunk. If you did enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. Let me know if you want to react to anything else. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.